Hello again, everyone. Let's continue with our SQL statements. We want to take a look at the where clause. Select Florida customers. So we're going to do a select clause. I'm going to say select, let's say, last name, comma, first name from customers. You notice again the squiggly lines are showing up. Oh, they went away, so that means our IntelliSense cache is refreshed. From customers where state is equal to Florida. Notice that you got to put strings in single quotes in SQL. Double quotes does not work. Here are my customers who live in Florida. So the where clause is where you put a condition to filter out the rows. Always remember that the select is selecting columns, sometimes referred to as a projection, and the where clause is actually filtering based on the returned results, the rows. Let's do another select statement. Select everything from books where ISBN is equal to 19157624992. I think that's an ISBN. And that is Hand Crank Computers. Let's go down and do one more select statement where we from books. But this time we're going to do the where clause to be where pup date. So we've actually dealt with dates. 21 Jan 01. And let's highlight this. And there it is. You can see those were published in 2001. Let me put comments over here. Pick a book. And I am going to make this one be working with dates. Now I do want to point out that if I were to copy and paste this, and instead of saying it this way, put in say 2001 January 21, you can see it still works. So many different formats that SQL will accept, SQL Server will accept the date formats. Okay. Let's continue with this. We can also work with comparison operations. So I can say select, let's say everything, let's not say everything, just title and retail from books where retail is greater than 55. So let's go ahead and execute that. Excuse me. So you see, these are the books that cost more than $55. Pick books with retail more than $55. As you might expect, the normal operations of greater than or equal to, less than, and less than or equal to are all supported. If I were to run this one, I will get a different list. Okay. You can also, if I pick one over here that's say $22, if I say equals $22, you can see it's going to pick that book, Revenge of Mickey. If I want to say not equal, I can do that to say not equal. And that's going to get all the books except Revenge of Mickey. So I just wanted to have covered all those. There's no need really to create separate statements for all of those. Let me leave this as that. Let's continue with working with picking sets. I'm going to say select title, comma, select title, comma, pub ID from books. So I want to pick several publishers, publisher IDs. So I can say where pub ID in, and then give it this list 1, 2, and 5. I'll make spaces here so it's a little bit cleaner. But this way, I can do it this way. Instead of using Boolean operations such as ands and ors. Pick particular pub titles. All right, so just so you see, if I were to copy this and paste it here, I could say where pub ID is equal to 1, or pub ID is equal to 2, or pub ID is equal to 5. This would give me the same exact result, but I think you'd agree that this is a bit cleaner. Of course, in this case, we can't use AND because it can't be equal to 1 and 2 and 5 all at the same time, but AND is another one of those operations that is available. And you're certainly welcome to use parentheses, nested parentheses, to group which operation you want to be done first as you're doing this. Let's do a couple of more wildcard, working with wildcards. So I can do a selection and say select customer ID, last name, first name from customers where last name is like. So you say like and then say $. And the $sign means that as long as it starts with a P, the rest of it we don't care. So this is going to pull up all the customers that start with a P, and we've got 2 of them with the last names of Pearson and Perez. I'm going to copy and paste this. And I will, instead of saying last name, I'm going to say, let's say customer ID like, and I'm going to put in 10_9. The underscore is a single character match. The % is a wildcard from multi-character. Underscore is single character. So as you can see, I've got 2 of them. One is Perez, one is Smith, 1009 and 1019. So that's how you do, comparisons, wildcard comparisons. Let's do one more to have worked also with nulls. I'm going to say select order ID. Okay, from orders. And I want to see which orders were not shipped. So I'm going to say where ship date. Now you can't say equals null. SQL Server is actually friendly, and if I do something like this, it may sometimes work depending on how the database is set up, but generally speaking, none of them appreciate doing a comparison with null. So you have to say where ship date is null. So I'm going to execute that, and you can see that these are the orders that have had a ship date that haven't been shipped yet. If it makes it clear, go ahead and include ship date in there, and you can clearly see that the ship dates are null. As you might expect, and I will just copy and paste that, you can say the ones that have been shipped where ship date is not null. And these are all the ones that have been shipped, and you can see that they actually have a ship date associated with them. Okay, so that's what I wanted to cover for this lesson. Again, I'm trying to keep the videos to a manageable length. I know people don't like to watch long videos. I'm trying to not let them go beyond about 10 minutes. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it's necessary. Thank you for being a great audience. And if you're enjoying these videos, please share them with your loved ones, with friends. And also please share your own knowledge on the web, on the internet with others. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.